Every evening when the sky becomes silent and your room turns dark, you place your head upon the soft fabric and prepare for sleep. You believe your body needs rest, and your eyes shut without resistance. But what if this moment is not what it seems? What if every night you unknowingly walk through a secret door? This door has always been there, hidden, waiting, covered in silence. It does not creak, it does not shine. Yet beyond it lies the greatest journey you have never remembered. Because when the body lies still, the essence within begins to move. Your essence, the presence behind your eyes, the awareness behind your name, detaches. It leaves the body gently. It flows outward. It crosses into spaces that do not exist on maps, into layers untouched by sunlight, into places your waking mind cannot name. These journeys are not dreams. These are not hallucinations. They are real. They are ancient. They are sacred. In every tradition that whispered to the stars, this secret was known. The Egyptians carved symbols upon stone to protect the passage. The Tibetan monks sang chants designed to guide the spirit. The gnostic scrolls held verses that revealed the truth. Atlantis, forgotten in textbooks, remembered through vibration, encoded this into its temples. They all knew. But you forgot. You were trained to forget. You were taught to laugh at the invisible. You were led to believe the unseen is false, that visions during sleep are accidents, that dreams are just nonsense. This was not an error. This was a system built to prevent awakening, a system designed to keep the soul asleep while the body walks. Because the moment you remember, you become different. You become untouchable. You begin to question what you were never meant to question. Your dreams are not entertainment. They are messages. They are lessons. They are the blueprint of your existence beyond the physical. There is an energy that moves through you as you drift into unconsciousness. This energy vibrates. It resonates with dimensions beyond human vision. And in that moment, between the breath and the nothing, your spirit steps through. This is called the shift. You feel it sometimes. That floating sensation, that electric pulse through the spine, that moment where sound bends and the air feels too heavy or too light. These are the signals. These are the signs. You have always done this, since your first breath, every night, without instruction, without recognition. And the most powerful truth is this: you are not alone when you travel. You meet guides, beings not from stories or imaginations, but from real levels of existence. They have names unspoken by language, forms not bound by flesh. Their task is not to control. Their task is to show. You also revisit versions of yourself, past shapes, future possibilities, echoes that vibrate with familiarity. You cross fields of sound, rivers of thought, mountains made of memory. Sometimes you see symbols: a doorway, a circle, a mirror, a lion, a staircase. These are not random. These are codes. Each symbol opens something, unlocks something, shows something. But the world you woke into taught you to ignore. Your instructors did not speak of astral layers. Your classrooms did not include the soul's geometry. Your leaders told you to pray outward, never inward, and so you forgot. But the symbols remain. They follow you. They whisper when your logic grows tired. They appear when your defenses drop. And if you listen, truly listen, you remember. There was once a text, not printed, not published. It was written in fragments, stored inside rituals, hidden in sound, buried beneath pyramids, stored within chants. This forbidden text did not describe religion. It described the structure of travel. It mapped the bridge between sleep and death. It explained how the same road is walked by both, because sleep is not a pause. It is a preparation. It is a rehearsal for the great return. But this idea is frightening to those who control, because the one who masters the sleep journey cannot be ruled. You see, the deeper you go into the dream world with intention, the more you remember who you are. You are not this body. You are not this name. You are not your story. You are awareness. You are breath moving through dimension. You are the spark that chose this experience. You came here for a reason, but you were surrounded by noise, screens, chemicals, bright lights, loud thoughts, constant distractions, all designed to numb your connection to your deeper self. But still, every night, your true self returns. And if you pay attention, truly, you begin to wake up inside the journey. This is called lucidity. Lucidity does not only mean controlling dreams. It means recognizing the illusion. It means seeing through the fabric. It means remembering that this world is not the only one. And once you achieve lucidity during sleep, you begin to notice patterns during waking hours. You start seeing the hidden design behind events. You feel energies in rooms. You sense intentions behind words. You no longer react. You respond from knowing. You become different. The ancients knew this. That is why they placed great importance on sleep rituals. They did not collapse into slumber. They purified the body. They aligned the breath. They spoke sacred words before drifting. They honored the passage. Because they understood, the night is not for forgetting. It is for remembering. When you wake with tears from a vision of someone you have never met, it is not a dream. It is a visit. When you feel exhausted, though your body rested well, your soul has returned from a long journey. When you keep seeing the same shape, the same face, the same location in sleep, it is not meaningless. It is guidance. And when you feel watched during that half-sleep state, when you cannot move, but your awareness is sharp, you are not hallucinating. You are between. This space, between waking and dreaming, is where the veil is thinnest. It is here where truth leaks through. It is here where you can hear the voice that never lies, but fear blocks it. Doubt silences it. Routine buries it. Yet every night the invitation returns. It does not need a temple. It does not require permission. It only asks for attention, to listen, to feel, to remember. You may write down what you see during dreams. That is not journaling. That is decoding. You may speak to your higher self before sleep. That is not superstition. That is alignment. You may notice shifts after strange dreams. That is not coincidence. That is awakening. Your dreams are blueprints. They are reflections of the deeper layers of self. They are paths. The more you engage with them, the more they open. The more they open, the more you see. The more you see, the more you heal. Because dreams are not fantasy. They are healing. They are warning. They are memory. They show you where energy is stuck, where lessons remain incomplete, where past experiences still echo. They show you potential futures, possible meetings, roads not yet walked. They bring faces that carry wisdom, places that carry messages, emotions that reveal truths. And when you begin to accept them as sacred, you begin to transform. This transformation cannot be faked. It does not require audience. It happens in silence. You begin to live differently. You begin to speak with clarity. You begin to listen with more than ears. People notice, not because you say anything, but because your presence changes. You no longer chase things. Things come to you. You no longer fear endings, because you have seen what exists beyond. You no longer need to prove anything, because you have remembered everything. This is why they buried the knowledge, not because it was dangerous, but because it was too freeing. A person who walks through dreams with awareness cannot be controlled. A soul that remembers its origin cannot be owned, and this remembrance does not come from books. It comes from listening to the night. So tonight, when the world becomes quiet, prepare, not with fear, but with reverence. Speak silently to yourself. I am ready to remember, and watch what returns.